92.3 Nigeria Info FM. Good afternoon to you. Thank God it's Friday, the 13th day in the month of December 2024. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today, and the person said, you know what? The year has come to an end already, I beg. All these ones we are doing, countdown. Yeah, don't end. After Christmas, the year has ended. In fact, like this, the year has ended. Maybe the year has ended for you, but today the universe has been speaking to me. The universe will continue to speak to me, and the universe spoke to me. And how do I mean? You know, sometimes a string of events, things you read, things you watch, things you see points to a particular direction, and it only means that maybe, just maybe, it's about time we talk about it. I don't remember us having this kind of conversation before on the sunny side. And what is the conversation I'm talking about? Unconditional love as fortification against predators. Come on, think about it. Have you not heard the statement made to someone? Are you not loved at home? You know, you just hear people acting in a certain manner, a manner they ought not to be acting in, and you just ask yourself, I think this person lacks love at home, because if this person was loved unconditionally at home, this person will not be doing this. No. It's lack of love. It has to be lack of love. I mean, what else? What else can you ascribe to as the reason behind this? The conversation is focused on our daughters. However, I don't want us to focus on the guys only, the women only, because some men too have become prey to the female gender. So if we can look at it from both ways, maybe it will make the conversation a lot better. I read something on the gram, and ladies were just talking about some of the stupid and foolish things that they did. And this is how it goes. Just walk with me. I'll read from the very first one up until the very... Back when I was a mad woman, I used to pray for one... I used to sleep with girls because I wasn't ready. One day a girl came over and I left the room to give them privacy. Later I received a message that said, I love you, bae, and I was happy. Back then, when I was a mad woman, I used to keep quiet when he's on call with other babes for hours. I dare not move or say anything. He will even kiss me during the call, and after the call, he will not tell me he loves me more than the girls more that the girls are the ones that can't leave him alone, that he is just pitying them. Ha! Someone else said that back when I was a mad child, I left home and went to my boyfriend's place for 2 days, switched off my phone and nobody was able to reach me. Then I borrowed a stranger's cell phone to contact my mom on the third day, and lied to everyone I was kidnapped and robbed so they should come pick me up because I couldn't find my way home. My broke boyfriend did not give me transport fare. Then my mom took me to church on Sunday to give thanks to God for saving her daughter miraculously from kidnappers. She even shared soft drinks and Costa biscuits for everyone. And I was reading on and on. Someone else says, back then when I was a mad woman, I tried surprising my man. So I came from work a day early, and because I had spare keys, I thought I would surprise him with a meal. So I went grocery shopping and all, came home to find another woman whom he had been dating much longer than me, and instead of calling him, we decided to surprise him. So we waited for him to get home, but Oga didn't come home that night. Like a sleepover, we shared stories and slept in the dark while he spent the night in a hotel with another woman. Ha! Back when I was a mad woman, I used to call my boyfriend's other babes to warn them to stay away from me because he said I should fight for him if I loved him. He gave me their phone numbers. Ha! Back then when I was a fool in 100 level, I used to cook for a guy in 400 level, sweep his hostel room, wash him and his friend's breast spread, buy him noodles and egg, fill his gas, run errands for him, added money for him to complete his final year projects because he said when he graduates, he will come back and marry me. Hey! Back then when I was a mad girl, I finally gained admission after 2 years of waiting. My phone got stolen in school, which made me go offline for 1 week, only for me to come back online and see my boyfriend in a 1-year relationship with a pregnant girlfriend, calling her the love of my life and shamelessly posting her pictures everywhere. All of this happened in just 1 month of going to the university. And someone is asking, these girls that are doing all these foolish things, are they not loved at home? When we love female children unconditionally and profusely, it is because we want them not to go out and become a wounded prey to mad predators. That is someone's advice to parents. But some daughters, no matter how much love and provision is made available to them, they would still fall prey. Yesterday, I was seeing a movie. I started the movie the day before, Miss PJ. And I noticed that for every girl in that movie that was defiled and was used for ritual purpose, was used as sacrifice, the predator offered them something. Now you will think it is because their parents do not give them money. How much was the money? Very small money. That is why they fell prey. The person was basically looking for 7 virgins so he can be made king of the town. And he was able to, I think he succeeded with about 3 of them. He needed 4 more. But he offered something. Money. Small money. And they willingly gave themselves. Now for the third girl, this is how it connects to this particular conversation. The father had lost his wife earlier, and it was just the 2 of them. This man was doing all within his power to buy and cater for his daughter, right? He will go out and come back. I bought this dress for you. Do you like it? Yes. And when she appreciates, he tells her, I am doing all this for you so that one man out there will not use it as a yardstick to get you to do nonsense things. You know the nonsense things I'm talking about. All of this he was doing was trying to make her comfortable. He was showing her love. So if you come and say, I will buy you clothes, she can actually say, don't bother. My father can buy me any cloth, right? He can buy me clothes. So that is not what you will use to get me. If you come and say, I will give you money, come and take money. She can boldly say, no, my father gives me money, right? And that was why he was doing all of the things he was doing. In that man, I saw an intentional father, like some of the intentional fathers that we have, going out of their way, even when it's not convenient, to provide for their girl child. Also that somebody outside does not use that tiny thing they cannot provide to lure their daughter into immorality. So they may not have said, I love you, but, growing up here, not many fathers knew to tell their daughters, I love you. But you see, action, they say, spoke louder for some of us. We saw the actions of our parents and we only knew that it was love. It went beyond just saying, I love you. Some parents tell their children, I love you, but they don't show it. From providing for them, to guiding them, to fighting for them. In fact, in that movie, one of the core members that came to the town was trying to talk to was trying to toast his daughter. And guess what? She was saying, no. He refused to walk away. The father sighted him from afar and came out and said, hey! If I see you near this, my daughter. And the daughter was in support. She was nodding her head. It gave her confidence that my father can actually do some of these things this core member is promising me. So why should I follow the core member? How then did she still fall prey to the predator and was used as sacrifice and lost her life? So that is why I'm asking, is it really a case of not being loved at home Or is it lack of contentment that makes ladies fall prey to men who treat them badly? Treating them badly could mean, not treating them right, not pampering them, making them feel less of themselves, to even go as far as using them for diabolical means or purposes. Is it that they don't have love at home? They lack love at home? Or is it them? No matter what the parents did for them, they were never contented. So for that reason, someone out there could still whisper things to their ears and they will fall like this, yakata. Let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. We have the WhatsApp and Telegram number for your WhatsApp and Telegram messages. It is 0809 030 6416. Once again, 0809 030 6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info page, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 page. Go there, watch us live, but most importantly, be a part of the conversation by dropping your comments in the comment section or calling us. Our call screener is on standby to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So when you do call, the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but that of the call screener. I would also be looking out for your messages on WhatsApp and on Telegram. Again, 0809 030 6416 is the WhatsApp and Telegram number. And the call line is 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. I have Emmanuel from Oyibo. Hi, okay, Emmanuel.
I'm listening.
Emmanuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah, the reasons those ladies fall for those kind of men is because some of these men are manipulative in nature. Like, have you ever come across people that it's just their nature to be manipulative, to want to always get whatever they want?
Okay.
So no matter whatever your upbringing is, wherever you're coming from, you will still fall into their trap. And so that is how it is.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Emmanuel is saying that it is because some of these people are manipulative. So no matter how loved they are at home, they will still fall for this kind of guys. The kind of guys that will beat them up. Okay? The kind of guys that would abuse them. Emotionally, psychologically. It is because the men are manipulative. Even when the parents come and say, leave this man. He's no good for you. Come home. We love you. You're beautiful. All right. Emmanuel from Port Harcourt. Another Emmanuel. Welcome to the sunny side. Let's talk.
Thank you. My opinion there is just that I would just say the whole world that, especially from the parents that used to keep children at home, they don't let them go outside, know what's up outside. So when the children had the opportunity to go outside at once, they will surely be fooled. Anybody can deceive you, like, they really. They know what's up.
Hello, are you still there? Hello, Emmanuel. Okay, so this Emmanuel is saying when you keep a child caged, you don't let the child go out. When they eventually go out, they will fall prey. How true is that? The parents still cage their children, by the way. On WhatsApp, this message here says, hello Denise, showing or showering all the love to your daughter It's never a guarantee that she's going to keep to herself or at most behave moderately. Let's pray these daughters of ours do not fall into a wrong hand, just the way we lose our phones to a wrong person. The moment a lady or a man is in love, he or she may likely not think straight. In that situation, if you're in a wrong hand, then you are in trouble. May God save us from the wrong set of people. Bernard from Port Harcourt. Nigerian film, good afternoon. Now, this other message here reads, Denise, when I was 15 years old, I fell prey to a woman of 48 years old who saw my huge reproductive organ and promised to provide all my needs as long as I satisfied her. She said she wished I could marry her. This was my story. Chike from Woji. I'm glad I established that this could also go both ways. Now, Chike, when this woman approached you, did you fall? Did you go back to your parents and say, mommy, daddy, this woman is disturbing me, oh? Or did it rather just make you feel good that you were desired? I mean, you were 15. So if that is the case, does it go beyond just showing the children love? To also telling them some of the things they will most likely encounter growing up. The thing they used to tell us daughters back then is that no man should ever see your undies, your underwear. If a man sees your underwear, you'll get pregnant. Yeah. That was it. Nothing more. No explanation. So, little wonder there was a very funny... I don't see it as funny, but then there was a joke about a girl who was playing and she climbed up a tree. And they said, come down. Do you want them to see your underwear? She said no, that they can't see her underwear, that she already took it off before she climbed up the tree. It was funny, like I said, back then. So there was no clear-cut explanation of what it was. Sex education back then is different from now. Now we have more parents who are bold enough to call a spade and say, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is. The conversation has moved beyond just saying nobody should see your underwear, to nobody should touch you inappropriately, to this are parts of your body that nobody should have access to this is what is going on in your body now. You have reached puberty. At this point, there's something called this, intercourse and all. You should not indulge till you get to this particular age. But then for some parents, it is wholesome. The parenting is wholesome. They encourage their children. They tell them, I love you every morning. The child wants to leave. I mean, I visited someone some years back before the lady passed. And the daughter came back from school and said, Mommy, good afternoon. And they shared a peg. They didn't know. How was school today? The daughter did that. The mother reciprocated. And they were gisting, right? And already, this child is receiving pegs from her mother and pegs from her father. So would a peg from outside mean so much to her? She has someone that is asking her how her day went. And she can literally vent and say, something happened in school today. The class prefect did this and did this and did that. Because why I'm saying this is, a lot of times when young girls and young boys get entangled with these predators, they say, the parents didn't do their work. What they saw outside was what was lacking inside the house. If they were shown a lot of love at home, they wouldn't fall for this kind of, outside. So I'm asking, is it really a case of lack of love, not being loved at home, or lack of contentment that makes ladies fall prey to men who treat them badly? So lack of love could mean the parents are not providing for them. If the parents are providing for them, buying them sanitary pads, buying them deodorants, perfumes, paying their school fees, paying their lesson fees, taking them to the salon to make their hair, maybe one guy will not come and use all of these things to try to entice their daughter. Maybe one lady will not come and use all of these things to try to entice their son. This godliness and contentment is a great gain, and these we have lost in our society. Secondly, parents do not take their time to define what love really is. Finally, the hearts of men are desperately wicked. Ori send that in. Ernest from Woji says, I don't think so. I think it's more linked to the society we live. Here we are wired to love and praise our oppressor. What people see as love here is funny. Nigerian girls are wired to love those kind of men that treat them like garbage. For example, if a guy has 5 girlfriends, Amaka will stay with the guy. But once the guy breaks up with the 5 girls and say he wants to be with only Amaka, Amaka will no longer see him as man enough. Really? No be this country girls left a guy because he was always so caring to a woman bitter. If you don't treat them like garbage in this crooked generation, they won't see you as a real man. No be this country, my female neighbor, they look me anyhow because I know they bring guests come house. As far as you beat them and buy G-Wagon for them and Burkina Faso wig what millions and celebrate their birthdays, for them, you are not a real man. In fact, you don't cheat on them, they will call you a woman. Yay! Maybe from Port Harcourt. How are you doing today, Maybe?
I'm fine. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. All right, my own point is that not that parents does not take care of their children very well, but there is something that we call natural feelings.
Okay.
So when that time comes, you must go through that natural feeling during your 18, 19, 20 years. So that time, your parents cannot give you that. No matter what they provide for you, they cannot give you. But it's only that feelings, you must have it, or you can overcome it. If your background is a Christian background,
okay,
you can overcome that, because that feelings must come to you. Then you must have a target that I must reach a so age, or I must be a virgin to my husband's house. You must have that kind of a target within you. That will help you.
That will help you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you've been on the internet lately, you would come across girls who have said outrightly they prefer internet fraudsters. I mean, who doesn't know that internet fraud, 419 Yahoo is illegal? So as opposed to a gentleman who is working legitimately for his money, earning a reasonable salary, they would rather go with someone who can spend lavishly on them, will go to club with them every now and then, probably call them names, as long as the money is flowing. Is that a case of lack of love at home or lack of contentment? Think about it. Is it lack of love at home or lack of contentment? And the next thing, you start hearing stories about how these Yahoo boys use them for money ritual. Use them for Yahoo plus. There's a name. Yeah, is it G? Yeah. So they are the regular Yahoo boys, and then they are the ones that educate ageism on Facebook says can make the love. I says I don't. Good afternoon. We're in a very first light.